Welcome back. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about the 6 things that great speakers do, part 2. So let's go straight into it. Public speaking exercises that would change you into a great speaker forever. We've given you 3 in the previous lecture, and I'm going to give you another 3. Count how many times you use a filler word. A filler word. Filler word is yeah, yes, all those kind of little words we put in because either we're nervous or we don't know what to say next, or it's just the way that we speak. And too many of them can be bad. One of the things that I do is I say, okay, and I've got to watch that. So you've got to watch your filler words. One of the ways to find out whether you use filler words is to record yourself on an audio and then listen back to what you say. You will discover that you use filler words, and filler words can be too many if you're not careful, and they just make you not to look as good as you probably could look or sound as a great speaker. So you want to watch those and make sure you use less filler words so that you will deliver greater and greater speeches in your lifetime. Okay, it's important to cut them down. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't use filler words. I think they're great speakers who use less filler words. So what you and I want to do is to use less filler words as opposed to try to eliminate them completely. All right. Number five thing that great speakers do is they've learned to pick a good pace. Now, I've written down here, I said, practice speaking slower, because what happens when people go up to give a speech, the natural tendency is to speak so fast that they finish their speech, a 5-minute speech in 1 minute, or a 5-minute speech in 2 minutes, or an hour's long speech in 20 minutes, because it just rattle on so I can go sit down. But you need to practice speaking slower. Actually, you should use a combination of both, of speaking fast and then also speaking slow, because that gives a variation to your speech, and then that makes your speech very much more interesting to listen to. You don't want to be monotonous, just being on this kind of level always. You just keep on speaking like this. This is boring and will put people to sleep. So what you want to do is to vary the way that you communicate. That makes your content lots more interesting to listen to. You go on to listen to some lectures, and you find out, just in the first 5 minutes, you're kind of drained and you're falling asleep, maybe because the lecturer is monotonous. They've not practiced good public speaking techniques. When you practice good public speaking techniques and you become like these great speakers, you can vary your pace so that you keep people alive and tuned to you. And then finally, talking about what great speakers do. Oh, I love this one. Great speakers challenge themselves to give speeches without using cue cards. Great speakers challenge themselves to give speeches without using any kind of cards to enable them to remember things. So they just challenge themselves. So if you and I begin to do that more and more, we'll find out that we move from the realm of just being an okay speaker to becoming a great speaker. And that's what we all want to do. We want to get to the place where we're sounding so great, like the Les Browns, like the Brian Tracy's of this world, who are great speakers, like Zig Ziglar, and all those kind of guys who are really great. We want to be like that. That's what we're going to. So you can get there, I can get there, we can all get there together as long as we keep on practicing. So I'll see you in the next lecture.